When you get into doing spiritual work or not wanting to live negative anymore, there's a lot of things that are going to come your way that are going to test you. And until you can master the emotional triggers, you are going to continue to keep going back into the old. And what keeps us in the old is there's still some unresolved emotional damage in there, and there's still a story that's attached to those bad things that made you feel that way, which is part of the programming. And how you can begin to get away from living like that and master your emotional triggers is your energy. And when your energy changes to someone that feels love, peace, creative energy, that whenever these triggers come up, you are aware what they are, where they came from, why they're there, and how to deal with them according as each one of them come up. But we base identities on being made felt like we're not good enough, being made felt like we're not capable of achieving that job or entering this field of work, when really that is just an old story that is within. Because when you actually take the time to study or go to school and learn the things that are required to apply at that line of work and change your energy in accordance to what you are studying, you are capable of achieving that. And there is less of a needing of manipulating the outer world, and you will trust in God's energy. You will trust in the universe to line you up in the right way on this road to your success. And those that send you negative energy along the way, you will have a field of energy around your body that is positive, flowing, loving, creative energy. And this is what I talk about on a lot of past videos, is changing the state. The state is your state of consciousness. And when your state of consciousness is connected to the vision of the line of time and person, the quantum you, that is connected to the quantum field. And when you are changing from a person that is triggered by everything and practice meditation, changing your energy, being kind without needing anything in return, loving people just for the sake of being someone who is loving, being aware of the triggers of the people that we need to be defensive of, the people that we need to stay clear of. It doesn't mean that you need to seek these people's approval either. It just means that you enter a level that you know what will contribute to your greatness and what will deplete it. And when you're able to identify that, you stay away from situations and people that drag you down. That is all part of you mastering the emotional triggers. And when these things come back, you do the work with them. And a big part of that is going into meditation and practicing it every day. And then what you need to do is work on those things that are stuck in your system. Work on those things and know that they are not part of who you are now. That you are creating someone new. You're creating someone completely different. And this different version of you is not manipulated by how other people feel about you. This version of you doesn't stay stuck, allowing these triggers and toxic people to affect your energy. When you shift into this energy, you attract to you. You attract to you because you trust in this process. And what you will attract to you is what to take action on, the success, the wealth. Things come to you in ways that you don't expect when you're in this state. You don't have to manipulate the outer world to achieve this. This is where it begins in the inner world, in the heart. And when the heart and brain are in coherence, you will then start to map out your road to success. And it doesn't mean that you don't be made felt like in a negative way from time to time. It's what you choose to do when those negative things come back. And when they do, you can do like I've taught you in the past, use the letting go technique, let it be there and move on from it. And then move on to those great feelings that we're building, right? When we are building the character of the successful person that has everything I need right now, that feels great energy because I feel it, that has all that I need in my life, and you have the gratitude for it. Well, gratitude puts you into a state of receivership with God, with heaven, with universe. The universe will grant you everything that you envision. But we cannot stay stuck in states of victim. We cannot stay stuck in states of needing it, manipulating to get it. There has to be a trust there. And just living your life every day knowing that you are capable of achieving it. And when you change your energy, the things that come with that energy are then sent your way because your field of energy is accepting of great things. And your field of energy, when it comes to those things that trigger you, will deflect off of you because they will no longer have an effect. Like somebody who comes into a room who doesn't like you, you can feel like they don't like you. They're going to send you negative energy with their facial expression. It all depends on you, what you want to do with that. If you allow it to come in and feel it and allow it to bother you because this person looked at you that way, right? That got suppressed. But in this new state, this creative state that is aware of, oh, well, someone like that used to look at me that way, that used to bother me. And I know what that is. That's something from my past. What will happen is your energy is in the new state energy, the state of consciousness, of success, of love, of attractiveness, that you are attractive. And that person's disapproving look doesn't matter. So what will happen, they'll send you negative energy. It's like you have a force field around your body. It'll hit your force field and get sent right back to them. They can't do anything about it. Boo-hoo, too bad. Move on. Let's say you were doing something and somebody who knows you doesn't like your style of music. So they'll tell you, I don't know how you like that group. I just could never really get into them. And the old way that would be triggered by that would try to win over that person's approval. Well, I really like this band, and here are the reasons. And you're trying to get down to that person's approval by like keeping on going with them. When really the conversation could end there. You don't need to go any further with it. If you don't like that band, that's great. To each their own. I don't have to fix your field of energy the way you feel about the band I like. I like it. I'm not liking it because I want you to approve of it as well. It's a band I like and love. See, that's something I had to learn because in the past, I would just have to explain, well, why I like this group. Well, I like certain aspects of the group. I like the technical drumming, for example. I like the guitar player, the way that he orchestrates the music. But if you're playing on level playing field, but when you feel like this person is interrogating you and is like a music expert on their end, and you have to explain to them why a band is good, no, you don't have to do anything. And that is part of a trigger. I'm explaining you a trigger that used to trigger me. So you guys know I'm huge into music. So when that would happen in recent times, the way that I've changed my energy, as soon as a person would say that, I'd be like, okay, great, that's fine. That's for you to like or not like. I don't have to explain to you. And I would just walk away and take my energy back. So those are just small examples on mastering emotional triggers. And a big step is you being aware of these people that piss you off that you run into every day. And why are they continuing to piss you off? Why are you allowing that? And how can we make a change for you to start to feel peace and not needing to change their opinion, not needing to change how people view you on the outside? Mastering your self game, your self image, becoming a gamer, becoming the best character possible. That attracts everything you put your mind on. What you will attract becomes limitless in this state. And when you start to believe in the law of assumption, what you assume to be true is your truth. That is real life. That is reality. No one can deny it. And then you will start experiencing it in real life because of your energy shift. So I thank you for watching this one. We'll see you on the next video.